Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading for the first half of October 2023. I'm Wendy from the Clearing Heart Tarot. I'm going to be looking at the messages Spirit is bringing through for you and the information of the energies that are around at this time. The first line is going to be the present at the moment. Second line is what's coming up, immediately coming up along the ways there. So, that Spirit is wanting you to know, so any information, make sure we can see, and any guidance, extra guidance that will be useful. Nice. You see? Yes, we can. Perfect. So, as you know, Gemini, that this will not resonate with everybody who is watching this, but if you can get something from it, great. Just bearing in mind that nothing is set in concrete or in stone, and that things can change. We can change things. That the energy is changing every second. There's a change. And so, yes, while this may give some indications of the energies that are around, know that you're still well and truly involved in what happens. And even if it's something that you don't understand now, it may come to fruition or show itself as you move through this time. We're starting on the first line here, which is the Ace of Water and the Knight of Pentacles. So here, for some of you, Gemini, some of you are pursuing something that you love, that you're excited about. It's an opportunity that's come up and you're feeling quite, excited about it. And you're taking tentative steps potentially into this situation, but it's something that you're excited about. You're feeling, just that excitement. You want to get into it. You want to get it done. There could be, for some of you, that it's just starting to take off now. So whether it's, say, a relationship or a business idea or a new job, whatever, it's something that you're just starting to get your teeth into, that you're feeling the excitement, you're feeling that passion and that pull. And that's coming through from Spirit. So they're giving that opportunity there. It's been handed to you, and that's because it's that karma coming back. You give out so much, then this is coming back for you, which is lovely, Gemini. Here we have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So once again, we've got a situation here where there's an opportunity to be creative, to be inspired. So we've got two aces there. So we know that there is an opening, there is a new beginning, there is a new time there. The Queen of Pentacles says that you have all the resources that you require to get this done. That the Queen of Pentacles is also about making sure that you have the learning, the understanding. So this opportunity that's coming in, you could be learning. Now it could be something like a new project that you've got on, a creative venture that you're doing, and you know that you know it, but you may not be completely sure that you know everything you need to know. This is saying that the Queen of Pentacles will give you all the things you need, all the resources to achieve. So whatever it is, it's achievable, which is gorgeous. Then we have Temptation here and the Five of Wands. So this is where, Gemini, there is a temptation to let other people's opinions, thoughts, ideas, change things up or down. But, because there's a temptation there to stay in the old way of doing it, whether it's old programming, old habits. And with the Five of Wands, it's like, no, this will not align with what I'm doing, with what I'm achieving. So there is an element here of moving away from the old and tried and not so true, because it's comfortable and you've done it before, or you might have had that programming in your mind that you go back to that. This is where you would challenge that, and you will start to bring things into alignment with how and who you are and what your goal is and what you're going into. Because remembering here that there are the opportunities are coming in thick and fast, so you may be sort of like a little, maybe feeling not overwhelmed, but sort of like, oh my gosh, it's happening. This is all taking off. And the old mind programming might be, oh, am I good enough? Do I have what I need? I don't know if I'll be able to do it. They might find out I'm useless. You know, this won't be successful because, you know, that sort of thing. It's like holding on. It could be also that some of the habits, if you're bringing in the same habits and you know that they don't align with that forward movement, with that taking up those opportunities, then have a look at that. Do you need to question those, challenge those habits? And as we move through this time, we have the Hermit and the Two of Air. So this is discovering for yourself that you are safe, that you are protected, and that, because the Two of Air is really about having that protection in place. You know, quite often you see it with the swords across the heart, the mask over the eyes so you don't have to see. It's making that decision. But it's making the decisions and knowing you're safe because you have done your homework. You have thought it through. You have looked at it carefully. Because the Hermit is about discovery. Now, whether it's an internal journey or an external journey, it doesn't really matter. It leads to the same outcome. A greater understanding, a greater level of knowledge, a greater level of wisdom. So, yeah, you won't be going in blind, or, you know, what I mean by blind is you won't be going in there and without having really sort of thought it through and done your homework, done due diligence. So that's good. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun. So this is saying here, Gemini, that there is definitely success to be had, and to have the patience to just keep going towards what you're going to. Because the Seven of Pentacles can be, why am I doing this? I'm not seeing any, I'm not seeing any rewards for all my hard work here. It's not manifesting anything. It's still stuck up in the tree. But what is being brought through here in the synergies is that there is happiness there. There is feeling good. You are on the right track. Things are getting better and better and better. You are going towards the full sun energy. So just be patient. It will reap its rewards. Here we have the Fortune Wheel and the Empress. There we go. Here's that opportunity to manifest. Here's the opportunity for success. Abundance, prosperity, the birthing. So there's an opportunity here for something new and wonderful, and it's really, this opportunity has got success written all over it. How gorgeous is that? And Spirit wants you to know the King of Fire and the Two of Cups. So be passionate about what you're doing. Feel empowered. Know that you are ready to take on whatever situation you're in, whatever's coming up, especially with those new opportunities. The King of Fire, the King of Wands, is this high level of energy and passion and commitment and creativity. He just wants to do things. He just wants to get on. For some of you, that's aligning, bringing back that alignment with you. You may have lost that part of you. You may have lost your inspiration and your courage and your confidence in that. This is bringing that back into alignment. And this is what Spirit is saying, that this will bring you back into your power. You will feel good. For others, it's about combining yourself, merging with another person. There's a soulmate connection here for some. So collaborating with that King of Fire, taking their inspiration, being the counterpart to that, so that it all, it all blends, becomes anything is possible. With still on what Spirit is advising, we have the Nine of Fire, so the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Swords. And what this is saying is to be Spirit is asking you to be very focused on what you're doing. Because the Nine of Fire, or the Nine of Wands, is about things, going through some stuff that hasn't been that nice. You could have been going through some situations that really weren't that pleasant. And at times you felt defeated. At times you felt like you were just beaten down. It's a wounded warrior. It's that defeat card, but it's also that card of coming back into your power. Standing up, regaining your strength, regaining your confidence. And the Page of Swords is saying, do what you need to do. Do some extra learning if that's what it is. Do some study or put plans down. Get clear thinking. You know, go to bed and sleep properly, and, you know, your nutrition and all that, if needed, is coming through, because that will allow you to be focused and strong. This is new. This is Page. This is a new way of being. Spirit is asking you to come in a new way of being. And then we have the Moon and the Six of Water. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's reflection. It can be that you've gone back to something that you were familiar with. And Spirit is encouraging you to bring through that. So maybe it's a dream or a goal that you've had for a long time, but you've put it in the past. You put it behind you. You put it away. Because it was silly. It was the past. I can't do it now. But this is saying that the illumination is coming through here. This is where you are moving towards your achievement. This is the mechanism. This is the cycle of life here. And with, you know, yeah, it's so cool, because it means that where you might not have seen clearly before, because you were sort of caught up in the past maybe, or in, you know, not believing that you are going to achieve, this is where you become very clear. And Spirit is asking you to collect back those feelings of success and happiness and optimism and excitement and passions and all that sort of thing from the past. And also you may have people coming back from the past, because that energy goes out. If you have found that over time you've become a little bit isolated, you don't see family that much, you're not hanging out with your old friends anymore, this is where you utilize those support systems. You understand the importance of having, you know, those good things in your life. To me, it's a cyclic thing too with the Moon. Alrighty. Well, that is beautiful. What a beautiful reading. What a beautiful reading. We have got opportunities coming in left, right and centre. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, so you know that you have the energy and the action to put it into action. You know, with the Queen, you've got the ability there to gather all the resources, to be organised, to get things happening. And you know that, and you know, you just got to bring things into alignment and not allow yourself to be taken off track by those old temptations, whether they're thoughts, behaviours, habits, other people. You may have to fight that a little bit and bring that into alignment, but that's fine. Because you're on a journey. You're on a journey of discovery as well. That you will have all your facts for you, and that will allow you to feel secure in what you're doing. The Seven of Pentacles says to be patient, because that sun energy is coming through there. So you are on your way to succeeding and success. Opportunity here to bring in the harvest, to reap what you sow, which is fantastic. For some, it's that collaboration of self, but it's also a collaboration with somebody who has very good energy, who's excited, who's optimistic, who supports you in your journey. And as you do that, you become very astute, very, very focused on the direction you're going in, and it leads you to this revelation. Now, this is where Spirit says, you know, reflect on that which has gone behind, so that you do bring out the energies of, you know, it's like going back to when we've achieved something, or going back to a goal or a dream that we had. And you've not been able to see that for a long time. You may have, like I said, put it to the background. This is where it's coming out of the background. This is where you and what you want to do. It's exciting. What have we got here? We've got fear. Yeah, so that's the thing, which is great, because we don't always get positive cards. We get cards that speak to us. Now, what is fear about? What is that fear about? That's looking at that fear. And we saw that a little bit through here. But we've got the 4 and the 8. The 4 is about creating that solid foundation, that solid structure. And then the 8 is about becoming empowered. So sometimes we're not completely confident in our ability to make something solid. And there's that feeling of not being anchored. You know, we might have worked hard at something and, you know, and it hasn't always worked like that. We have felt beaten down. Things haven't worked out, and there's a little bit of that in the background. But the beautiful part of that is a 4 and 8 is 12, and 1 and 2 is 3, which is the goddess energy, which is all about manifestation, making it happen, putting out those positive words, really utilising that energy of the goddess, where she's, you know, it's all about bringing in the prosperity, the abundance, the harmony, the contentment, everything that you have ever wanted and more. Well, thank you very much, Gemini. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.